Yeah. So today's topic is what dangerous covenants you must break from. There are dangerous covenants you must break from. Everybody have covenant. See, listen to me. We are talking about spiritual things here. We are talking about life. We are talking about the reality about life here. And that is why I took my time sometimes to just sit down here to tell things about life free of charge. I don't say to pay me money. Because that is what I believe, that is my mission on this earth. And all these things I'm getting do you know the fact about it? I'm not just like creating them on my own. I'm getting, I don't know, I'm going to explain this. I said those that are spiritual that will understand my point here. I'm getting it from spirit, like Holy Spirit, that will just tell you what to do or what to say. That is what it's all about. And that is why I always challenge you in this my channel, that if you say whatever I'm saying in this my channel is not true, ask people, ask whosoever you want to ask. This is freedom. So now the dangerous covenant you need to break from. Everybody have his own covenant too. You need to be aware of this. One, altar. Where is your altar? Where you were born, then there is an altar there. That is number one. Number two, sexual covenants. Number three, drinking and smoking covenants. Generational covenants. You see all those things I just mentioned. These are covenant that is very dangerous. Let me explain better so that you understand. You see all these covenants I just explained, they are very dangerous in your life as individuals, especially if you are not aware of them. But if you are aware of them, you will know what to do. And what are you going to do? You need to be serious with your life. You need to take your spiritual life so serious, and you need to be closer to whosoever you have, as in what that belief you have in mind, whether devil or God. So if you want to follow God, you have to stay away from sin. You have to stay away from bad things and just concentrate on God and let God fight your battle for you. You see that altar? Let me explain what the covenant of altar means. When we were born, where were you born? You were born in your father's house, or you were born somewhere. There must be a place where you were born. You see, that place where you were born is very powerful. That is the root. That is the foundations of your life. That is where they use the water to bath you. And those people that was around you are also what included. You need to be careful. You see that soil you mash, or they used to, they place their rubber, whatever they used to bath you that day. It's covenant, it's altar. And that is why you need to be aware of this spiritual secret about life, so that you know how you can handle them, so that you will not get worried when things are not working for you. These are the dangerous covenants you must break from. That altar. I'm supposed to make this another special topic some days, but let me group all of them together. Do you know what is altar? Let me tell you something. That's why you see a lot of people, no matter how hardworking you are, things are not working for you. You know why? Because of the altar. The altar, you have never separated yourself from that altar. That is why you see a lot of people who say, whatever the sin that my father committed, the sin that my mother committed, I don't want it to follow me. I don't want to be a particular of it. That is the altar. Let me tell you something. I don't know if a lot of people do experience this. Everybody have his altar. But based on how it is it the good one or the bad one? If you have, there is family altar. I'm supposed to explain this, like different type of altar. But I'm telling you the dangerous covenant that you must break yourself from, which is altar. There are altar of God, there are demonic altar, there are altar of witches, and there are altar of families. So I'm talking about altar of families here, where you were born. They'll say, this family, no matter they get to 35 years, they will never progress more than that. Or they will die. They will do this. It is an altar, it's an oath, which you need to break from, which you need to separate yourself from. So anyway, I'll talk about, I don't know if I will have time to talk about that altar. Because that is the root of your life. If things are not working, you need to stick and ask questions about it. That is when you begin to see yourself, you dream about some, like masquerade or whatever. I'll tell you the meaning of masquerade in your dream. It symbolizes some things. It means some things. That is the altar. That is where all your problem or your whatever is coming from. And when we are aware of this, you know how you can handle it. You know what to do to destroy all those things. Anyway, I don't want to talk much about altar. The second one again is what? Sexual covenant. There are some people, that is sex I'm talking about here. There are some people, they cannot do that. Don't you know that you have been cursed? They have laid curse on you spiritually. They have summoned your spirit spiritually and placed that bad spirit or lesbianism or that spirit or that sexualism covenant in you. You need to be aware of this so that you know how you can break from this. These are the most dangerous covenants you need to break from. There are some people, they cannot stay without sex because why? It's not their fault. It is the spirit that the enemy has deposited in them. They may call your name in the 12 midnight and deposit those things. It's not your fault. You begin to act unnormal. So the third one is what? Drinking and smoking. That is why you see a lot of people, their family, they are even like Christians and they are not smoking. You surprise one of them, they are drinking, they are smoking. It's not their fault. Something is wrong somewhere, and these are dangerous signs of evil what? Covenant about their life. You need to break from. You say, I cannot deal without smoking, I cannot do without drinking, I cannot do. In life is just useless. Everything about him or her is just about bottles, drinking, and sexuality, and all those things. There's just see a lot of men, even a lot of women. Let me say first, a lot of men. Whenever they see woman, anything that is under that skirt, they want to enter. You think it is normal. It is not normal. The same thing with some women. Some women cannot stay without sex. It is not normal. It is something you need to ask yourself deep down in you and find solution to it. Okay? So if you really truly want the solution to this, what I'm saying, just keep your comment below and I will tell you some of the spiritual things you can use to clean yourself, to separate yourself from those generational curses. There are some curses. Let me explain the generational curses. There are some curses from your father, from your mother. They are placed it on them. Maybe unknowingly or it can be unknowingly. Maybe there are some bad people who place it on them or they just attract it with their, as in they know, they just accept it, you understand? Somebody place it on them or it's just generational curses. That they will be stealing. That they will be raping. That they will be doing all sort of havoc. That is what it makes. So if you see yourself in this kind of category, keep your comment below and get back to me and I will tell you some spiritual things you need to do for yourself to clean yourself from all those things, to separate yourself from all those things. I'm supposed to do another video how you can separate yourself from those dangerous covenants. First, let me just explain some of the points here. One, you need God. You need God in your life. You need the blood of Christ in your life. You need to trace your roots, where you are coming from. There are dangerous word covenants. There are water covenants there. There are witches covenants. There are different power of darkness covenants there. I'm just trying to summarize everything so that you understand it perfectly. So if your root is from water, you know how you can handle it. If you want to serve them, no problem. It's your choice. But if you wish you don't want to serve them, you want to serve God, it's your choice. I can decide that for you. But I just tell you that all these things are measuring. They are very powerful. But it's not left for you to make your choice. Because the Bible also said, I give you these days to choose who you will serve. Either you serve God or you serve devil. That is just a fact. Keep your comment below.